What's up, film lovers? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got some wild updates about the 28 Years Later trilogy that are sure to get you hyped and maybe even scratching your head. So, grab some popcorn, because this is one of the quickest U-turns I've seen in recent movie news. So, not long ago, we were talking about how Danny Boyle would be directing the third installment of the 28 Years Later trilogy, but the catch was that filming wouldn't even start until after the release of the first film, which hits theaters this summer. Sounds pretty straightforward, right? But now, we're hearing a different story. According to the Film and Television Industry Alliance's production listing site, 28 Years Later, Part 3 is slated to begin filming next month. Yes, that's March. And that's just 1 month away from when the first film, 28 Years Later, will even hit theaters. If this turns out to be accurate, that means Danny Boyle and Nia DaCosta, who's directing 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, will have wrapped production on all 3 films before the first one even hits cinemas in June. That's insane, right? And get this, The Bone Temple is scheduled for a January 2026 release, so there's a good chance we might see a 6-month gap between the second and third films. That means 28 Years Later, Part 3 could be hitting theaters by late summer 2026. Talk about rapid-fire trilogies. Now, speaking of the films, we know from the trailer that despite being shot on iPhones, the visuals look absolutely stunning. Sure, it's a far cry from the grimy, gritty look of the original 2002 28 Days Later, but honestly, the death, destruction, and mutation effects are stunningly beautiful in a twisted way. And this time, the world feels even more mutated, with survivors and the infected facing off in bizarre new ways. We've already published some theories on what might happen in the films. After all, it's been almost 3 decades since the rage virus ravaged the UK. What will these survivors face now that so much has changed? And what secrets will be uncovered when a survivor ventures beyond their isolated island home into the mainland? Honestly, I'm stoked about these films, and with such a rapid production schedule, the suspense around them is going to build up quickly. No need for endless trailers or teasers, we're basically going to blink, and the next film will be here. So, what do you think? Is this new release strategy exciting, or are we looking at a potential oversaturation? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on 28 Years Later and all things movie related. Catch you in the next one.